Hey everybody, this is Heidi again for AllFreeKnitting. In this fourth week of the Spring Meadow Scarf Knit Along, we're going to be doing something called Star Rib Mesh. It's a stronger stitch that is perfect for the center of our scarf because it has a little more structure and will keep the scarf from stretching out as you wear it. Once you have knit your vine lace section, your fern lace section, and the transition after the first fern lace section, you're going to be knitting the middle of the scarf. Right here I have my 33 stitches cast on, and I have once again worked the first row of the Star Rib Mesh, aka center section of the Spring Meadow scarf. I've knit that first row because once again, it's a purl row all the way across for the wrong side. So for this section of the scarf, for this row 2, we begin the Star Rib Mesh by knitting 1, and then we will yarn over once, then we'll slip 2 stitches knitwise. So that means instead of slipping this way, which would be purlwise, we will slip this way. So slip the stitch as if to knit it, but don't knit it. Then you'll slip another stitch knitwise, knit 1 stitch, and pass both of the slipped stitches over. So it's almost like backwards of the slipped stitches that we passed over in the last section of the scarf. And then we'll yarn over, knit 1. Let me show you that again. We will yarn over, slip 2 stitches knitwise, knit 1 stitch, and pass both slip stitches back over that 1 knit stitch. And we will yarn over and knit 1. So the Star Rib Mesh repeats over not a lot of stitches, unlike the last fern lace section. So all the repeat is yarn over the 2 knitwise slips, the knit 1, passing them back over, and the yarn over and knit 1. So what's great about the Star Rib Mesh center section of the scarf is that it's super easy to remember the repeat. So you can take this on the road, so to speak, and work on it, you know, when you're out and about and relaxing. So again, yarn over, slip 2 knitwise, knit 1, pass both slipped stitches over, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, slip, slip, knit, pass 1, pass the other one, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, slip, slip, knit, pass 1, then 2 stitches back over, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, slip, slip, knit 1, pass those 2 slip stitches over, yarn over, and knit 1. So what's great about row 2 is that the repeats exactly end on the far edge. You start with a knit 1, but on the far edge you end flush with the end of your row. For row 3, you'll purl across the wrong side. All right, row 4, which is the only other row of the repeat for the Star Rib Mesh, starts with slip, slip, knit. So slip as if to knit, slip as if to purl, knit both stitches together, yarn over, and knit 1. Now begins the repeat that will continue across your scarf. Yarn over, slip 2 stitches knitwise, knit 1, and pass the 2 slip stitches over, ending that repeat with a yarn over and a knit 1. So yarn over, slip 2 stitches knitwise, knit 1, pass those slip stitches over, yarn over, and knit 1. Yarn over, slip 2 stitches knitwise, knit 1, and pass the slip stitches over. This might remind you a little bit of how the repeats in the vine lace section of the scarf were. The stitches you repeat in rows 2 and 4, just like in the vine lace, are the exact same repeating stitches. They're just aligned slightly off from each other to form the pattern, which is really nice because that means it's easy to memorize, like I said earlier. We've got just a few more repeats left. And this muscle memory wise, it just becomes second nature after you do a few of these. All right, and so when you finish the last repeat, there should be just a few stitches left, just 2 actually, and you'll end with a yarn over, knit 2 together. And so with the star rib mesh, you can really see the difference it makes in the repeat for where you started in the row. Because if you remember row 2, we knit 1 and then the repeating pattern perfectly ended at the end of our row. But for row 4, we kind of started in the middle of a repeat, so did half of a set of repeats, several repeats, and then ended right here with the yarn over, knit 2 together. I can show you what this looks like repeating in the scarf. So this is the star rib mesh from here to here, repeated 20 times, covering the middle of your Spring Meadow scarf for the knit along. And with all of those past slip stitches going on, it makes this section of the scarf really resilient, and so that's why it's so great for the middle of the scarf, because it won't stretch out as much as you wear it. So once you've knit those 20 repeats of the star rib mesh, you'll transition from the star rib mesh to the next section of your scarf by doing 1 row of purl stitches and 1 row of knit stitches all the way across. And the other transition row is knit straight across. With the star rib mesh section of the scarf, it uses less row repeats than the fern and vine lace that we used earlier in the Spring Meadow scarf. So what you can do with this is take it outside on a picnic, enjoy working on it in front of the TV, and while you do that, you should take some pictures and share them with everybody using the official hashtag. I can't wait to work on more of this scarf with you next week. See you later.